Welcome to my channel. I've been asked to react to Randy Travis singing Three Wooden Crosses. Before I do that, I gotta tell you, I've been a Randy Travis fan for a very long time. I've sung Forever and Ever to my wife numerous times. And I love this song, Three Wooden Crosses, so this won't be the first time I've ever heard it, but you're still gonna get my opinion on it. But before I do that, I have to thank you for coming to my channel from all over the world, over and over and over again to watch my videos. And thank you for the wonderful comments that you make. It's so humbling and it's so gratifying, and I'm so thankful. I just can't emphasize that enough. And as I do with every artist that I feature on my channel, I will go to Randy's YouTube channel, I'll get all of his links, and I'll put them in the description field on my video. So if you will click on the More link to expand the description on my video, you'll see all those links. And what I ask you to do as a viewer is to support the artists that I feature by subscribing to their YouTube channel, by following them on social media, and by buying their music if you like it. So this is Randy Travis singing Three Wooden Crosses.
A farmer and a teacher, a hooker and a preacher, riding on a midnight bus bound for Mexico. One was headed for vacation, one for higher education, and two of them were searching for lost souls. That driver never ever saw the stop sign, 18-wheelers can't stop on a dime. There are three wooden crosses on the right side of the highway. Why there's not four of them, heaven only knows. I guess it's not what you take when you leave this world behind you. It's what you leave behind you when you go. That farmer left to harvest a home and 80 acres, the faith and love for growing things in his young son's heart. And that teacher left her wisdom in the minds of lots of children, and did her best to give them all a better start. And that preacher whispered, "Can't you see the promised land?" as he lay his blood-stained Bible in that hooker's hand. There are three wooden crosses on the right side of the highway. Why there's not four of them, heaven only knows. I guess it's not what you take when you leave this world behind you. It's what you leave behind you when you go. That's a story that our preacher told last Sunday as he held that blood-stained Bible up for all of us to see. He said, "Bless the farmer and the teacher and the preacher who gave this Bible to my mama, who read it to me." There are three wooden crosses on the right side of the highway. Why there's not four of them, now I guess we know. It's not what you take when you leave this world behind you. It's what you leave behind you when you go. There are three wooden crosses on the right side of the highway.
Well, I didn't think it would affect me like that. I've heard that song a lot of times. I've loved that song. But I never cried like this. I guess it's partly because I feel so bad for Randy. For those of you who don't know, he had a stroke and he's no longer able to perform. And I miss his voice. I've loved him for a long time. But this story, it has such a delightful twist when he sings that the preacher held up the bloodstained Bible. And you're thinking it's the preacher that was in the accident. And then you realize when he continues that no, it's the son of the hooker who obviously found the answer she was looking for. I think about how that preacher, with his last breath, led somebody to Christ. Oh, golly days, that was tough. You know, I've always loved his voice because it's kind of bassy, and he hits some of those low notes, and it just resonates. And he's always been a great storyteller. And there's so many songs that he's done that I just love, but this one and Forever and Ever are two of my favorites. Golly days. You know, doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter what your situation in life is. Doesn't matter where you're at in life, but when you lose someone you love, it hurts. There's no way that you can avoid the pain. And the closer they were to you and the more that you love them, the more painful it is. It just is. And you can overcome it. You can get through it. But you can never take away that pain, and you can never take away that sense of loss. When you love someone and they're gone, it's tough. It's tough. I once asked a woman who was in a Bible fellowship with me. She was an elderly woman and she was a widow, and I asked her, "What do you miss about your husband?" And she looked at me and she said, "Peanut butter jars." And I said, "What? What do you mean?" And she said, "He used to always open the peanut butter jars for me. Every time I reach for one, I think of him." It's those little things, the things that you don't think about when they're happening, that affect you later, that you miss when they're gone. You know, my wife loves to knit. And I know that if she passes away before I do, that's something I'm really going to miss, is just having her sitting there beside me, knitting. Not saying anything, just knitting. It's hard. It's hard. And you just have to get through it. But you'll never forget that person, and you'll never forget how you felt when you were with them. And you'll never forget those little things like the peanut butter jars. Oh, gosh. Once again, you viewers have done it to me. You've gotten me right in the heart. So, I want to pray for you. I want to pray that you have an abundant life, and that you live a long time, that you're healthy, and that God will keep you safe from harm. I also want to pray that He'll do that for every single person that you care about. And most of all, I pray that you will be anxious for nothing, but in all things, through prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, you will make your requests known to God. And the peace that passes all understanding will keep your heart and mind in Christ Jesus. This is the Vietnam Era Vet, out.